Really? Really? No, DMV, no. That's what I said. No, DMV. You're going back. That's what I said.
When Nancy Delastrita went to collect her mail, she got quite the surprise, a new license plate with her vehicle registration renewal.
And I looked at it and I said, I don't think so.
The plate reads SQZ A55, but from a distance, those 55s can be read as S's. Well, you get the picture. Squeeze blank.
I don't think a woman that lives in a senior community that's going to be 77 years old next month will be driving around with what this plate has to say.
The plates become the talk around her retirement community, especially the men. We were with her when she showed it to one of her 89-year-old neighbors.
And this is what I received from the DMV for my new license plate. That's good for 10 years.
Good.
Good?
Nancy's plate was mailed from the Broward Property Tax Collector's office. We went there to try to help her get some answers. It's a question about a tag, if you want to replace a tag. And while no one wanted to talk on camera, we were told anyone unhappy with a plate can turn it in for another one for free.
I'm kind of resigning to it, and I figured maybe it was just destined to be on my car.
So for now, Nancy's keeping the tag, although she is planning to let the state know about it. She'll see the reaction when she goes public with her new plate.
I can handle it if I get a few honks here and there. Actually, being over 70, I might like a few honks.
Lord have mercy. Florida, what y'all got going on down there? Why y'all do that to that old white lady like that? Listen, first of all, why is this even on the news? And whoever works at that DMV down there in Broward County, Florida, your ass need to be fired for that. You dead wrong for that. I'm just like, what? Squeeze ass. Someone literally printed squeeze ass on the plate, but they try to be slick by putting 5s instead of S's. I'm over it, y'all. I would have happily returned that plate because I'm not riding around with that. Do you know how humiliating that is to ride around with a plate that says squeeze ass? Can you imagine? You know, at this point, I feel like Florida is not really a real place. They have some of the most wildest, bizarre news stories that come across my feed. If it's nothing like this, it's a gator in somebody's backyard or a bear in someone's porch. I swear I'd be finding the most randomest stories online. And I don't do it on purpose. It just happens to cross my feed. But I thought the funniest part of this whole story was the fact that the lady said she was actually gonna keep the license plate. She did all that fussing in the beginning only to tell the news reporter that she plans on keeping the plate. She was gonna take it back, but then I seen an update saying, well, she thought about it and she said it must be a sign from above since she's turning 77 next month. So she decided to keep the plate, I guess to make herself feel young, I don't know. And then her old creepy man friend, her neighbor that lived next to her, he was like, yeah, I like it. What? What a perv. Such a dirty old man, right? Like, oh man, she really the talk of the town, all right. They ain't gonna never forget that woman when she put that license plate on her car. First of all, I don't care where I am. I don't care if I'm at the grocery store, if I'm at the movies, even at the gas station. I'm not riding with that plate on the back of my car. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Even if it was a joke, I'm still not riding with that plate on the back of my car. I refuse. Because you know what? It brings attention, one. It also brings the cops, two, because the cops are going to think it's fake, not realizing it's really a registered license plate. And three, now she's going to be the laughing stock in that town in Florida, and everyone's going to know who she is. Oh, that's a squeeze ass lady. Squeeze ass. Yeah, I would hate to be that person. To be rolling around in a nice car. She probably got a nice little Mercedes or a little Toyota or something. With that plate. She just don't know. She just don't know. She don't know. But she gonna soon find out, and she's gonna hate that plate the minute that people start honking her down in traffic when they recognize that plate from the news. I only have one word for this. This is strictly white fatigue. Not black fatigue, white fatigue. And the reason why I say this is white fatigue is because whoever was in that DMV that day that had them plates made, they was in their feelings, I can tell. And they probably did that shit on purpose because they seen that she was an old white lady trying to renew her registration in the state of Florida. And then all she gets in return is a plate that reads squeeze ass. But again, they were number 5s. They weren't S's, but it looked like S's from far away. So yeah, I feel like Florida, y'all play too much. Y'all really play too much with people. Y'all can't be playing with folks like that. I'm just like, why? Why? I don't get it. You know, I don't understand. I don't. What I really, really, really don't understand is how are people normal down there in Florida? You know, you can't give me 2 nickels to live in that place. You can't. Taxes high. Weather sucks. It's hot. It's muggy. It's sticky. It's humid. You got all types of crime everywhere. And then you got to worry about all the animals. And when I say animals, I'm talking about different species of gators. Then you gotta worry about the snakes too. Y'all got pythons in Florida. I wouldn't want to live there even if it was the last place on earth. Because Florida really scares me. Not only do the people scare me, but your animals scare me too. And then recently, I found out they have bears now, apparently in Florida. They have bears, they have jaguars. Why? I don't know. Florida is just a very wild place that is not like the rest of America, as you can tell. You know, I thought California was bad, but I'm convinced that Florida is worse. Some about y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right in the head. No offense. Y'all got some of the most creepiest people on God's green earth lurking around that state. Looking like they trapped in 1985 with mullets and wife beaters and big old mustaches. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's Florida all day. Especially places like Panama City, Hollywood, Florida. Yuck. I wouldn't dare. I would never. No. Yeah, no. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. If they did this to this lady, just imagine the other license plates floating around that state, what they look like. it makes you wonder who's really working at the DMV. Answer that question. Who's really working at the local DMV printing out these plates? Because y'all know they control the machines, right? They can easily just spit out a plate all day long. It don't take long. Unless you need it customized, then yes, that's going to take a while. I'm tired of the fatigue. The fatigue is real. The fatigue is real. That's all I got to say. I'm speechless. It's like, what do you say to that? Y'all let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments below. And I'm curious, has anyone ever had a very bizarre or unusual license plate similar to what this lady got in the mail? I'm curious. I'm all ears.